scooterist friends from all over the world. Today at Supereibar Performances, we're introducing to you something very special. It is not a trunnion, it is not an engine component, it is not anything that you might think of, which is something mechanical. It is something even more important. We're talking about food. To make a good tortilla de patatas, we will need the following ingredients: 5 eggs, 2 potatoes, 1 large onion, some salt, a good amount of olive oil, small pan, a wooden pallet, spoon, strainer, large bowl, and a large plate. The first thing we're going to do is to cut and dice the potatoes and the onion. Okay, so this is critical, alright? So the potatoes need to be cut at a very particular thickness, because if not, they're too thin and they come fried really quickly, or they just remain really hard and it's really hard for them to get cooked ideally. So we're going to aim more or less for a thickness such as this. Not too thin, not too thick. So our potatoes are properly cut, and now we're going to cut the onion. To cut the onion, ideally, what we will do is some cuts following the lines of the onion, and then we will chop the onion just like this. This way, you keep the onion attached to its center so you can cut it easily. So after chopping and dicing, we should end up with something like this. Very nicely diced onion and potatoes with a thickness like this. So now we get our pan and we keep adding the potatoes. So now we're missing some olive oil, a large, generous amount. You see now the potato starts to break pretty easily. I'm gonna leave it just a little more because I like it even softer, but you know, it's up to taste. If you like harder potatoes, then you could take it out now. As I said before, don't worry about the amount of oil, because you know, if you put a bit more oil than you need, it's okay. Then you can rescue it later, put it in a small bowl, and then you can reuse it. That's the greatness of olive oil. So now what we're gonna do is take the potatoes and the onions out of the fire. We turn on the fire and we put it through the strainer to a large bowl just to get all the oil out. So with the help of a wooden pallet, we will try to get all the oil out of the mixture. So now with a spoon or with a fork, we're gonna start to mix the eggs. We have to remember, it's very important, that this is not a French omelette, okay? It's a Spanish omelette. So what we want is that the eggs do not mix completely, because they're gonna have to blend with the mixture that we prepared earlier with the potatoes and the onions. So we're gonna start. We can do it with a spoon, or you can do it with a fork, it doesn't matter. So here we have the mixture we prepared right next to the more or less mixed eggs, not completely mixed. And we're gonna throw in the mixture. And we're gonna mix it all well and throw a bit of salt. You can throw as much salt as you want, but remember, you can add salt later, but you cannot take it out. So be very sparing with it. So the final mixture of egg, onion, and potato should look something like this. So when we get the fire on, we're gonna throw in the mixture. There we go. So now it's the time to flip the omelette. We're gonna make sure that it's ready by using the spoon around the edges of the omelette. Here you can tell that the omelette is ready to be flipped. So when you're ready to flip the omelette, just put the plate over the pan and flip it. So now we've flipped our omelette and we should have something like this. Now it depends whether you like it a bit raw or whether you like it fully cooked. I personally like it a bit raw. If you like fully cooked, you can keep it a bit longer. Always checking the egg to see if it's cooked or if it's just raw and runny inside. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so the final product is here and we are ready to enjoy our tortilla de patatas. Oh wait, are we missing something? Well, sure, we're missing something. What is a good tortilla without some cracking beer? So, salud.